Hi everyone, I've got another patterns video for you today. This time we're going to be looking at pattern Joong Gun. So Joong Gun's got 32 movements and it's taught to 4th Cup Blue Belt students, which is quite often seen as the first of the senior colour belt grades. And as we see with Joong Gun, it's quite a technical pattern. There's lots of stance changes and different types of motion going on throughout the pattern. Okay, so ready position, close ready stance B. Very similar to the start of Won-Yo, feet together, hands closed in the same way, but rather than in front of the face, they're being moved down in front of the belly button. Okay, so first move, we're going to be stepping the left leg to our left into L stance reverse knife hand block. So we're going to chamber the same as if we were going to do an inner forearm block, but we're using the reverse knife hand. So it's the side of the hand from the thumb knuckle to the knuckle of the index finger, pulling the thumb across the palm nicely out of the way. From there, we can use our left leg to do a low side front snap kick, so keeping the body in its current facing. Put the foot back down where it started, and then step through into rear foot stance upward palm block, using a circular motion on the block to generate that power. From there, we're going to pivot on the left foot 180 degrees and repeat that combination of 3 techniques. So L stance, reverse knife hand block, then side front snap kick, then rear foot stance, upward palm block. Okay, from there, moving the left leg to the front of the pattern, L stance, middle knife hand guarding block. And then we're going to be slipping the front foot into walking stance. So as you get your balance, as you start to move the foot, square the body up and step forwards and upper elbow strike. So this is using the elbow to come up underneath someone's jaw. And then we're going to step forwards, these same 2 techniques, and then a walking stance twin vertical punch. So for this one, we're aiming for the hinge of our opponent's jaw, making a circular motion with the hands from the hips, then up around by the shoulders, and then punching out straight to the jaw in walking stance. Okay, from there, we're going to step forwards again, walking stance, twin upset punch. So again, in a circular motion, this time the hands traveling the opposite way. And we're striking 2 opponents who are stood side by side, punching each person in the solar plexus. So we want the hands higher than the elbow to expose the forefist, and hands slightly wider than the elbows as well. Okay. From there, we're going to Durotaro into an X-fist rising block. Okay, as we're doing that technique, we want the hands to travel in a kind of candy cane motion. So after we've spun, we want the hand to make a small circle and then go upwards like so. So we're crossing the hands in front of the body and then lifting them up in that X position. Okay, as you do that, you've got your left leg in front, so your left hand should be furthest away from the body, which is then chambered nicely for a high section back fist strike in L stance, moving the left foot to our left. From there, we're going to slip the left leg forwards and release from a grasp. So from there, the left hand is going to twist out to the left, twisting. In some ways, think about doing a kind of downward back fist, slipping the stance into walking stance, and then a fast motion high section punch. Okay, after that, we're going to step foot to foot and repeat the same techniques on the other side. So high section back fist, release, and then fast motion punch. Okay, from there, we're going to step the right foot into the left, and then the left leg out, so it's traveling down the same line that we stepped up on. Walking stance, high double forearm block. So we're using the inner forearm of the left arm to do the block, and reinforcing that arm with the right hand positioned by the elbow. From there, pulling the left leg back into L stance side punch, and then a midsection side kick, stepping through with the right leg. So not coming up into bending stance for this one, just going straight through into the side kick, extending the hand over the kick, recovering and landing to repeat that same combination of 3 techniques. So high double forearm block, L stance side punch, middle side kick, and then after the second side kick, we're going to land L stance forearm guarding block. Okay. From there, we're going to move into a low stance palm pressing block in slow motion. Okay, so we're going to take the weight onto the back leg, come up into the high point of our sine wave. From there, keeping that leg straight, just falling forwards, controlling it as best you can into your low stance. Your rear hand, so on the first one, that's your right hand, is going to come as a downward palm block, and the front hand, in the first case, your left hand, is going to come an upward palm block. Then we step forwards, forearm guarding block, and then slow motion palm pressing block. Okay, after that, we're going to step the left leg forwards, turning 90 degrees to the left into close stance angle punch. Again in slow motion. So trying to time reaction hand, punching hand, and foot coming in all at the same time. And your arm to make a nice box in front of the body. So your punching arm, the elbow should be in line with the shoulder, and the fist should be as far away from the body as the elbow is. Okay, 2 moves to go. So from here, we're going to pivot on the left foot, stepping to straight in front of us as we're stood in this technique into fixed stance U-shaped block. So as you step, the hands come from the rear hip and then forwards, with the lower hand resting against the side of the body and the arc hand of the top hand in line with the eyes. And then come foot to foot, left leg out, fixed stance, U-shape block. At the end, we're going to bring the left leg back to our ready position. Okay. Just a reminder, for all colour belt patterns, the last leg you move is the one that you bring back to your ready position. Okay, so we'll show you the full pattern without any stops or commentary. Good. And then remembering at the end, bringing the left leg back to your ready position. So as I said at the beginning, Joong Gun is quite a technical pattern. So when you're practicing, make sure you know which stances you need to be in, what your type of motions are, which foot you're stepping, and how you're stepping. Okay, so good luck with the practicing. And as always, if you've got any questions, get in touch.